Welcome to week 3. Let's jump right in. Remember, the very first thing we're going to do is warm up our buzz on our mouthpiece every time we get our instrument out. So let's do a couple of different buzzes. You can do them along with me. Try to get some different pitches, see how long you can buzz. Once you feel like you got a good buzz warming up there, go ahead and put your instrument together. And then we're going to do some long tones with just our instrument too. Face this way. And do our long tones just like we did last week. The odd numbers in your books, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. When you were doing those, I noticed a couple of things in your video. You want to make sure, first of all, that you're either standing up tall and still, or you're sitting in a chair and sitting still. And keep your cameras in front of you. Some of you tried to do it on the floor or off to the side. It's really hard for you to play and for us to give you some good feedback if we can't really see you well. So camera right out in front of you and play right into it, and so we can give you some good feedback. Also make sure that we're holding our instrument correctly every time. Some of us were getting a little lax with how we hold our slide. Remember, it is only these fingers that hold our slide. These two don't do any holding. Okay, so I'm going to just take you through one of the odd numbered exercises. I want you to go through all of them when you pause your video, but I'll just take you through number 9, the B flat. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice that I kept the instrument at my face the whole exercise. I stood real still and my camera's right out in front of me. Okay, pause your video and I want you to review 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. To be able to play the even numbered exercises, we have to do something called tonguing. And you may have learned that on your recorder, you may not have with us going remote. I'm not sure how far you got on recorders. But tonguing is a way to play notes in a row, not just one long note. So when you tongue, you obviously use your tongue. Your tongue is going to say a T sound. Tu or ta. I like tu because it kind of sets your mouth correctly. And when you say a T, you'll notice that your tongue hits the back of your teeth. We're not going to change anything with our air. Our tongue is just going to come out and interrupt our air for a bit. If I blow at my hand one long note, the air doesn't stop. The same thing when I interrupt it with my T sound. It's not going to stop, but you're going to hear a little bit of an interruption. And usually after about 4 or 5, you should be out of breath. Try that with me. Did you feel your tongue hitting the back of your teeth? Did you feel the air on your hand the whole time? When I put my instrument up and try that, it will sound like... Hear how the air didn't stop? My tongue just interrupted it a minute. And I was pretty much out of air after 4. If you stop your air, if you hear silence in between the notes, then you are not keeping your air moving. I'll demonstrate that. Hear how there was that silence in there? I was stopping my air. We don't want any silence. We don't want our air to stop at all. We want it to keep moving. You got to push your air really fast. You got to remember, you're playing a wind instrument, and your wind's got to get all the way through this trombone. So lots of air, tongue just comes out and interrupts hitting your teeth. And sometimes you might not get a good one like I did there. That's okay. We're just getting going, aren't we? Okay, if you look at number 2 in your book, it wants us to play 4 F quarter notes. And if you remember, quarter notes get 1 count. Then rest for 4 counts, those 4 quarter rests. Play another 4 F quarter notes and rest for 4 counts. I'll demonstrate. It's actually what I was just doing. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. Get the idea of how these exercises work? Play number 2 with me. Remember, F is our higher buzz of our first position, so a little tighter corners, a little faster air, faster buzz. Here we go. Make sure we're holding our instrument correctly. We're standing up tall or we're sitting up tall. We're not going to have any movement, and keep the trombone at your face the whole time. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, rest, rest. How'd you do? Remember, these are going to take practice. Tonguing is not something natural that you have been doing all your life. So it takes practice, just like anything. Basketball, baseball, we weren't instantly good at anything. We had to practice, didn't we? And it's the same thing here. Are you going to be able to play these as well as me? No, not right now, but you will someday, because you're going to need to practice a little bit more. I've been playing out of this book for a long time. I've been teaching beginners for quite a while. I pretty much have this whole book memorized, because I've been playing it a while. Are yours going to sound exactly right the first time? No. You just got to keep practicing. Okay, if we look at number 4, it wants us to play 4 E flat quarter notes, 4 rests, then 4 F quarter notes, 4 rests. So I'm going to make sure my slide is unlocked. If we remember, E flat is in 3, so just inside the bell. And F is 1, so after I play my 4 E flats and I'm resting, I'm going to go ahead and get my slide moved and ready to play those Fs. Let me demonstrate number 4. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, rest, rest. Rest. Did you notice in the rests, my slide moved? And you probably heard a little click when you going all the way to first valve, or first position. That's how you'll know you're in all the way. It'll do that little click sound. Okay, let's try number 4 with me. So I'm in 3rd, I'm just inside the bell, holding my slide correctly, sitting up or standing up nice and tall, trombone straight out in front of me. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 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 rest. good, aren't they? We're gonna add another note, D. If you remember right, D is fourth position, right outside the bell. And they're also changing it up. And how many quarter notes do we play to start this one? 5, right. So then we're only gonna have 3 rests. Then we're gonna be changing notes without any rests in between. We'll play 2 Ds, 2 E flats, and an F. So when we go position to position, we just tongue our note and move our slide to whatever note it's asking for. So D, D, E flat, F. You'll notice 4 to 3, not very far, is it? 4 to 3, and then into 1. I'll demonstrate number 6 since it is different. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Okay, ready to try it with me? Here we go. Let's get ourselves set in fourth position, right outside the bell. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Now, was yours as good as mine? Probably not the first time, huh? But I bet by the end of your practice week, you're gonna be able to play that one just as well as I did. Okay, we look over on the next page, number 8, 4x4. Why do they call it that? Because now we're gonna do 4 notes. We're going to add our C. And if you remember, C was 6th, which is your arm out probably as far as it will go for you. We're gonna play 4 C quarter notes, then a D, so I gotta stop in 4th. I'm gonna use my rest to get set for my next note, which is F, first position, 4 Fs, and an E flat. I'm gonna have you try that one with me. Ready? I'm out in 6. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. You notice I hesitated a little bit before I went to my F because I was thinking that my D did not come out very well, but you get the idea. Okay, 10, Fab 5. Why? All 5 notes that we know. They want us to start with 4 B flats, and if we remember, B flat is our lower note in first position. So we're gonna play our 4 B flats, and then we're gonna go to C. Wow, so what's that? That's first position out to 6th, okay? So your arms, you gotta move your arm pretty quick. We'll play B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, C, and just shoot it right out there. Then in our 3 rests, guess what? We gotta go all the way back in. F, F, E flat, D. Okay, we ready to try this one? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. How'd you do? That's kind of a workout for your arm, isn't it? 1 to 6, all the way back into 1. That one's gonna take some practice, getting to be able to do all 5 of those notes. So this week, we're still going to be doing our odd exercises, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Those are great ones to get our buzz warmed up and get our brains remembering what position every note is. And then we're gonna spend most of our practice time on our even numbered exercises. And that's what I want you to demonstrate in your video this week. is the even numbered exercises. You're gonna play them exactly like they are in the book, exactly like we just went through them. Remember, we need to be sitting up tall or standing up tall and still. Make sure that we're holding our instrument correctly. We have correct hand position and correct hand position on our slide. Trombone is straight out from our face and camera is straight out in front of us so that we can give you good feedback for the week. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing your videos.